What is your favorite moment from internet history? Numma numma. Numma 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 yay. I don't know if this counts. But it is a game that requires internet. So I'm going to say the first month that Pokémon Go came out. It was such a cool time with people getting out and meeting new people. It was awesome hearing someone yell out a Pokémon and everyone rushing towards it. It was definitely one of those "I was there" moments. It's a shame the game and servers were so shaky at that time. Lots of early local communities never recovered from the loss of players in the first few months. Even weirder is that it completely fell off popular media. But the player base is currently larger than it was at launch. I live near a library that's a gym, but has been shut down due to the coronavirus. I keep seeing the same people swing into the parking lot, tap furiously on their phones for a minute or two, then drive off. Pokémon Go's first year was incredible. The noise you got when you were logging on to AOL. Then you've got mail. Link. So one day we decide those Chinese sons of ABS are going down. My favorite part actually is that right after that what they show is Japan. And the armpit hair of the French woman. That one time Redditors made a painting together by coloring 1 pixel at a time. My 10-year-old was recently telling me about this. I got to pull the dude. I was there. Routine. Go blue corner. I wish they would make this an annual thing or something. It was so much fun. This last year's April's Fool project thing seemed kinda dumb. One of the first message boards I was on was the Wolf Web. It was for NC State students, staff, faculty. In 2004, we had a huge snowstorm and the news stations were showing the local closings and delays. Members of the Wolf Web found out that Spectrum News wasn't screening their closing submissions. So a bunch of users decided to exploit it. They submitted fake closings and a bunch of them made it on the air. Some of my favorites were Colonel Angus Chicken, Open 6 to 9, Mike Hunt Enterprises, Third Shaft Report Sat Morning, Watkins Family Reunion Service, Holla a P. Knees, Cecil's Cockring Emporium, Backup by Tomorrow. Here's an article about it. Link. The guy who pretended to be a 14-year-old girl on Yahoo. Chat and posted the creepy conversations. Holy ST. He's funny. It's here. Link. My favorite moment is when one guild in World of Warcraft held a gigantic memorial service for one of their people who stroked out and died. It was huge. There were dozens of people there, all just paying their respects. And then another guild came and crashed it. Don't get me wrong. It was a terrible thing they did. But it's hard not to crack up when the action starts to the tune of Scat Man. Link. And to be fair, holding any kind of event on a PvP server without posting guards or scouts is a big no-no and begging for disaster. I'm actually fairly certain that if this was the memorial I'm thinking of. A lot of people also said afterwards that the person who died probably would have loved it. Simply because they were really heavily into the PvP aspect of WoW. Edit. Yep. That's the one I think. All I really remembered was that the person who died was female. Yeah, she was AHL witch in PvP. Never actually spoke to her, but if she's anything like me, there's not a more fitting send-off anyone could imagine. As someone who never played WoW, just how bad of a massacre was that? It's obvious they caught them by surprise, but I can't really tell what's going on in the combat at all. Trogdor. I didn't remember that I remembered this. How can you forget? Da Burninator. Burninating the country. Old school RuneScape, the change from dial-up to Wi-Fi Babo MSN Messenger. There's plenty. Does anyone else remember the angry dude with Tourette's yelling, Bob Saget? FK Salt. Don't talk ST about Total. That's not Mickey Mouse. That's just TT Dirt. Has to be, hide yo kids. Hide yo wife. I too choose this guy's dead wife. Twitch plays Pokémon when it first started. It was such a revolutionary thing and everyone was watching to see how it would go. Anticipation for other applications of the concept ran high. Unfortunately, it was just a short fad and nothing more. It also sparked such an intricate lore in that short time. Praise Helix. My favorite part of the lore was when Red gets to the end. All of the voices in his head stopped and he was finally able to be at peace. And then he returned in Gen 2 using the exact same team. FG Unreal. To this day, I cannot choose the dome fossil. When somebody created a 404 page that said, "You have reached the last page of the internet. Now go outside and play." Quote. John Titor. I know it's been pretty much wholly debunked at this point. And the guy behind it turned out to be some lawyer in Florida. But there was one thing about it that always interested me. When John Titor was contemporary. Another thing going on at the time was the mystery and speculation surrounding this secret invention with the codename Ginger. According to the PLL behind Ginger, it was going to be as huge of a step as the Internet. I'd argue that the development and perfection of touchscreen technology has had equal impact to the Internet. But I'm rambling. Someone asked Titor what Ginger was. And he correctly described Ginger as an electric two-wheeled scooter. And Ginger was eventually revealed to be the Segway. He went on to say that it didn't amount to much and was pretty much all hype. I mean, I know the whole thing was a work. But who could have seen the Segway coming? Even if he was just very adept at identifying trends and reading into hints. He also accurately predicted the general whatever attitude the Segway was greeted with. Sometimes, I'll go back through the original Titor posts and see if there's anything else like that. Of course, we should now be 5 years removed from Titor's Civil War. So that was a flop. He was either a really good troll or a legit time traveler. I was too young to have heard of Titor when he was posting. But I looked it all up after watching Steins Gate and hearing the anime was loosely based on a real thing. What a DN ride it would have been to have read those posts as they were coming in over a year or two. LimeWire. It was also responsible for giving the family computer AIDS. But boy did it download. The best was using LimeWire free to download LimeWire Pro. Thanks Nakey Jakey for first letting me know about it. My computer was so slow that I'd start downloading a song before I went to bed and it would still be downloading it when I woke up. I put on my robe and wizard hat. That one time 4chan flooded Tumblr with PN. Gore and other stuff because Tumblr wanted to FK with 4chan for basically no reason as much as I know. That time Tumblr banned PN and everybody stoked using it. It is 100% still used for PN/LMAO. They tried making people send 2 forms of ID to prove you're an adult. Not sure if that's a thing still, but I know pet out. Plenty of other PN around. Early YouTube. Like 2007-ish. Videos on it were more authentic and captured real life back then. Now it's literally a market. And the fact that you could have video responses to videos. Me and my friends used to make videos in 2007 and every single one would have a video response of just a black screen and a disguised voice saying he was coming to kill us. Freaked us out. Turns out it was one of our friends who was making videos with us the whole time. Our stupid selves really thought a stranger was stalking our 15-view videos. You can still find good, bizarre, authentic, and genuinely interesting content on YouTube. People still post ST like back 10+ years ago, but you have to make a point to search for it. If you don't make any effort, you just see all the stuff that gets marketed to you. AOL Instant Messenger being the hub of internet communication. But once MySpace came in, it was FG crazy how fast things changed forever. When the people confused Marilyn Manson with Charles Manson. 2019. Pools closed. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, Internet Historian has a great video about it on YouTube. The son of a friend of mine got suspended from his high school for a few days for printing out a "Pool's closed" meme and taping it to the school's pool doors. That was in '06 or '07. I'm sure he's gone on to become a fine, upstanding citizen. Stingrays. My personal favorite was when I accidentally started a meme on Reddit that lasted like a day and a half. Maybe 2 years ago. And felt like such a celebrity. I've been chasing that high ever since. What was the meme? It was a thread asking what's something you've done that you're pretty sure no one else has ever done. Someone replied something about like riding a unicycle, juggling tennis BS and eating ice cream or something. I replied, not so fast. How many tennis BS? 'Cause I thought it was mildly amusing. And went to bed. When I woke up I had like 1,000 Reddit notifications and the whole thread had devolved into people talking about tennis BS. Unicycles and ice cream, to the point the thread and most of the comments around mine were deleted. It was dumb as HL, but I was so proud. Link to the comment. Yo, that whole thread was hilarious. Nice job dude, you made everyone happy that day. When Hotmail was a 2 megabytes inbox service. The original Twitch Plays Pokémon stream. It was so much more amazing than it had any right to be, and it created dozens of memes. It was one of those things that you had to be there to experience it in its purest form. The day the impossible was done in EverQuest. The sleeper was killed, and on a PvP server no less. Having been there. Was at a friend's house as he was a part of it since I played on a blue server at the time. It was an amazing and one-of-a-kind event that changed gaming history. Link. For those who want the history. Early MMOs were a one-of-a-kind experience that can't be recreated. WoW Classic is good. But not the same. Ever again. The whole. All these characters are real people? This is awesome. Was a unique experience. MMOs came at the perfect time when the internet was good enough for multiplayer gaming. But still a relatively niche thing that only nerds used. Old Flash animations. I remember watching them on Newgrounds at friends' houses and in my dorm. All your base are belong to us. Magical Trevor. Cat Face. The Llama Song. The ultimate showdown of Ultimate Destiny. There were so many. And they were just for us. You know? Songs, stories and videos just for us internet people. I could say Badger. Badger Badger. To a friend and they would go Mushroom. Mushroom, and people who were not internet people would look at us like we had just grown second heads. But a fellow internet person would go, "Ah. Snake. A snake. Oh. It's a snake." And we'd make a new friend maybe. The news that Flash is no longer being supported as of the end of this year. I didn't expect to feel as sad about that as I do. But that's a piece of my youth I actually will miss. Did any of y'all have favorite Flash animations? From sites like Albino Black Sheep or Newgrounds? I think it's pretty great that the original Space Jam website has been up and running since 1996. That's a piece of internet history right there. Link. A lesser-known one. But I still love it. Samsung had a new phone out. And you got a $50 Play Store credit for buying said phone. Samsung hired out the promotion to a no-name company. Go to their site. Enter the IMEI. Like a serial number. Name. Email. And they email you a code for a $50 Play Store credit. Well, IMEIs are sequential. Plus you can easily grab one from an eBay auction. This was a planned 4-month promotion with 30,000 $50 credits to be given out. Yes. $1. 500,000 in Google Play Store credits. And they were all gone within 2 days. People were grabbing a couple hundred each. And eBaying them at half off. I saw one guy's eBay account. He made like $3. via selling them. Ah. Slick deals. Those bastards will ruin any promotion possible. I can't remember all details, but there was also an eBay Christmas promotion where you would get $1,000 every hour by finding one special auction. To this date I still don't know how they did it. But there were only a few people who ran a script or something like that which found the auction. They must have made 10Ks because the promotion run days before eBay noticed that something was wrong. Weirdly enough, I can't find a proof of this whole story anymore. It's like it never happened.